We continue in Genesis 21. Now, we just left off Abimelech visiting Abraham, and he probably felt threatened by Abraham's presence. We don't know why he came, but he came because he wanted Abraham to swear that he would not threaten him or his family or his descendants. But now Abraham said, I swear. And so now he was going to do something to put that vow in action. See, when we read over this, sometimes we don't always fully understand what's going on. So let's read this and I'll unpack it for you, okay? Genesis 21, 27 to 30. And Abraham took sheep and oxen and gave them to Abimelech, and both of them made a covenant. And Abraham set 7 ewe lambs, that means female lambs, of the flock by themselves. And Abimelech said unto Abraham, What do these 7 ewe lambs mean which you have set by themselves? And Abraham said, For these 7 ewe lambs shalt thou take of my hand, that they may be a witness unto me that I have dug the well which is in dispute. Abraham was big on covenants, wasn't he? Today, we would call them binding contracts. They were meant to show good faith by both sides. Back in verse 23, Abimelech asked Abraham to swear to treat him according to the kindness that I have done unto thee. And Abraham agreed to these terms. That's why and how Abraham took sheep and oxen and gave them unto Abimelech, and both of them made a covenant. But then Abraham, in his ingenuity, went one step further. He set apart 7 young female sheep to also give to him. Now this was totally unexpected. As we just read, Abimelech said, What's the meaning of these 7 ewe lambs which you have set apart? He sensed that maybe Abraham had made a mistake or something sinister and unfamiliar was going on. Had to be one of those two, right? Abraham made no mistake, and it was ingenious. The first offering of sheep and oxen were for the covenant to swear unto me here by God, that thou wilt not deal falsely with me, nor with my son, nor with my son's son. Now, but the 7 lambs, in Abraham's words, shall you take of my hand, that they may be a witness unto me that I have dug this well. In other words, by accepting these 7 female sheep, Abimelech would be forced to acknowledge that the well where they met that day was dug by Abraham, and Abimelech and his household no longer would have a claim to it. As these female sheep would reproduce, this witness would multiply by a great number, each witnessing, This well is Abraham, not yours. This well is Abraham, not yours. Do you know what this teaches me? Oh yeah, I found something here. This teaches me that to be righteous does not mean that salespeople and people making contracts with me should be able to walk all over me just because I'm a nice guy. Jesus himself tells us in Matthew 10, verse 16, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." And folks, that is exactly what Abraham was doing there.